Welcome to the 11th edition of Kashish, Mumbai International Queer Film Festival, South Asia's biggest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual, plus film festival. This is the first time ever in the history of Kashish that we are going virtual. And without further ado, here is your host for the evening, none other than the gorgeous, the sensational, radio ki heroine, Rohini.
Well, darlings, doesn't this mask bring out the beauty of my eyes? You know what? I'm in my own home and I definitely don't need to be wearing a mask. Hi guys, my name is Rohini and welcome to the 11th Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival, South Asia's biggest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex and asexual plus film festival. Now that I've got my breath back together, let's move forward together, because that's our theme this year. If you're wondering why I'm hosting the festival for the 6th time in a row, well, I've signed a contract to do this for the next 175 years, so don't mind. At the onset, I do hope everyone's doing well, and I do hope that you do know that this year's Kashish 2020 virtual has been forcibly sponsored by COVID-19. I mean, why would we go online? But having gone online, I think we should really take advantage of the fact that right now, this opening night is being viewed by so many people sitting in your homes, being safe across the entire globe. Of course, the pandemic has changed a lot of things for us. You know, we've gone from, being kids and our parents telling us not to go out to, of course, now we, telling our parents not to go out. Our lives have been disrupted in a way that I'm sure nobody could have imagined. I know for a fact there are a lot of queer friends who've had to go back home, and in the confines of those four walls have come out to their families in such a tough time, simply because they couldn't have kept it a secret for so long. Oh my God, the stories of dissent, the abuse, it's gonna absolutely break your heart. And I think this is the reason why we need a platform like Kashish, where we need to be united from a safe distance, from a safe space, where of course, creating a community where everybody comes in and feels okay to be inside. This is our attempt year on year at Kashish. Today begins a new chapter, a technological revolution. At the onset, of course, let me start off by thanking each and every one of you who's watching us tonight, people who've contributed, people who've given us donations in the Wishberry crowdfunding campaign, the goal of which we actually managed to reach. So thank you to each and every one of our contributors. If you've ever, @rated us, shared our posts, said an encouraging word, it's gone such a huge way in keeping our morals up, because all of us have been working to get this festival off the ground this year, but remotely. You know the strength in numbers when we come together in a room. It's been tough, but at the same time, it's been absolutely exhilarating. Without any further ado, let me bring you the first performance of the evening. The promise of freedom. Freedom from the pandemic, from prejudices, from discrimination and inhuman practices, which is what our first performance aims to convey. Inspired by the evergreen, immortal, and profound visionary words of Rabindranath Tagore, to the rich and the finest Kathak, Odissi, and Bharatnatyam vocabulary, Heaven of Freedom urges every individual to realize the undying truth of humanity, with a great sense of brotherhood, and to move forward together, as it's high time for us to see through the lens of one and only humanitarian values. Without any further ado, presenting the very talented and some of my favorite performers, Ankur Balal, Ayan Banerjee, and Nilesh Singha.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, is held high, is held high. where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls.
Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena Dhim tano tano Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena
Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit.
Udana dhim tadhirena dhirena Udana dhim tadhirena Udana dhim tadhirena dhirena Udana dhim tadhirena dhirena dhim tadhirena dhirena dhim tadhirena dhirena dhim tadhirena dhirena dhim tadhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Tom tanana dhirena dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Udana dhim tadana dhim tana dhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena Dhim tano 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 tadhirena
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where knowledge is free, where knowledge is free. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
Hey, That was so amazing and so beautiful. Well, if you're wondering why I was wearing this mask, well, I just think I'm phobic now to any human beings, even if they're on my computer screen. Well, in case you missed the trio's stunning performance, you can always catch it on our social media channels at the @Kashish Film Fest. Also, hang in there. We have another special surprise coming up just for you very, very soon. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the 11th edition of the Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival. Over the next 9 days, the festival will screen 157 films from 42 countries. And to tell us a little bit more about that, of course, while I put my mask back on, let's hear it from Festival Director Sridhar Rangayan and the festival team.
This is Sridhar Rangayan. I'm the Festival Director of Kashish 2020 Virtual, which is the 11th edition of Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival. I welcome all of you across India, across the world, to join us in the celebration of LGBTQ lives. This year, because of the COVID pandemic, Kashish is forced to shift its festival online, but that opens the door worldwide, and we are able to have participation of a lot of festival guests from across the world who participated in the panel discussions and also involve a lot of filmmakers in filmmaker Q&As. So there's a lot of things happening at Kashish, and we hope you enjoy the 9 days of power-packed LGBTQIA films, discussions, and of course, at the opening ceremony, you're going to have a lot of performances, so just watch out for it.
Namaste. I am Sagar Gupta, Director of Programming. Along with my team, I welcome everyone to the 11th edition of Kashish, a festival that has been put up with lots of hard work, with hours of previewing films and discussing those. A festival that has been made with lots of love for our films, love for our stories, love for and from our LGBTQIA community, and above all, the love and support we have received from our filmmakers. Transiting from an on-ground festival to an online one was exciting but not without challenges. We are happy and truly grateful to all the featuring filmmakers of 157 films with whose steadfast trust in us. Today we are bringing Kashish to the different parts of the world. So for next 8 days, be with us, enjoy the films, and have a very fabulous Kashish experience.
Welcome to the 11th edition of Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival. This year, we come to you virtually. It has been a tough year. We are bringing this festival to you in the middle of a global health pandemic. But adversity is not something new to the community. At Kashish, the team has treated this adversity as an opportunity to bring South Asia's largest LGBTQI film festival to the world. Over the past few months, there have been many challenges that have been lobbed at Kashish. But through all that, the team has ensured that Kashish remains a space that is safe and inclusive for all of us. So over the next few days, enjoy the films, enjoy the panel discussions, share your stories, share your dreams and struggles. And we move forward when we are stronger. And we are stronger when we are together. So enjoy Kashish and have a wonderful time at Kashish 2020 Virtual.
Hi everyone, welcome to Kashish 2020 Virtual. It's great and it's absolute amazing to welcome you all. The theme for this year is moving forward together. Kashish has genuinely helped me a lot in moving forward. It's helped me in moving forward with myself. It's helped me in moving forward with family. It's helped me in moving forward with even love. And I just hope now that we can all stand up for each other, fight for each other, and move forward together, because the road is still a long way ahead. The destination is still a long way ahead, and we need to be together. We need to stand up for each other and make a difference together. Thank you.
Hello there. Well, most of you all already know me and I do not need any introduction. However, for those who do not know me, I am Aaron D'Souza, also known as the voice of Kashish, usually seen handling the stage at Liberty Cinemas. Since COVID-19 has trespassed our lives and everything around us has turned from real to virtual, so why would Kashish deprive itself from this trend? Therefore, Team Kashish decided to bring this festival virtually to your screen. Yes, we will move forward together into the realms of the virtual world. This is my sixth edition, and trust me, I'm really very excited because for the first time, I will be able to watch all the movies, which I haven't done in the last 5 years. So, there's going to be lots of lovely movies, lots of performances, and shh, I'm not supposed to spill all the beans. Come on. For that, you will need to tune in to our festival, which is on the 22nd of this month.
Hi, my name is Sumit Pawar, and I'm super excited for Kashish 2020 virtual because this is the first time Kashish going virtual, and also for me because this is the first time I'm being working with a virtual festival. So I'm super excited. Also, another thing is that this year, like a lot of people can watch it from their comfortable spaces, their in comfortable timing. I think so. This time we are reaching out to the world audience where they can watch films and enjoy the queer cinema. So if you're not registered yet, please go and register, book your tickets for the film festival. And if you want all the update about the film festival, then please follow the Kashish official Instagram, Facebook and Twitter handle, and also you can log on to our website where you can get all the information.
Hi everybody, it's me Shalin, and I'm pretty excited that Kashish 2020 is going virtual and it's finally happening. I've been a part of Kashish both on and off stage, and when I'm off stage, I'm in the projector room with my team. I'm gonna miss meeting you guys this year. It's something I love doing, all the techie stuff. But I'm looking forward to new experiences this year. And it's also my first online event of this scale. And I'm sure there's a lot in store for you guys. So stay tuned and stay curious.
Thank you so much, Sridhar, and thank you so much to the festival team. Well, also part of the festival team is the preview team. Man, these guys have all the work to do. There's 7 of them, okay, Saad Bhai, Saad Behan, as you like to call them, who painstakingly watched 400 plus submissions to shortlist the 157 sparkling films that are playing at the festival this year. Let's hear from some of our preview team members.
हाय फ्रेंड्स एंड वेलकम टू कशिश 2020। कशिश के इस 11वें साल में आप सबका स्वागत है। मैं अभय कुलकर्णी फ्रॉम प्रीव्यू कमेटी आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं। इस समय कशिश बहुत खास है क्योंकि इस कोविड-19 कोरोना के संकट में हम कशिश को लेकर आपके घर पर आए हुए हैं। कशिश हम सबके दिल में बैठा हुआ था, अब कशिश आप सबके घर पर आया है। सो घर पे रहिए, सुरक्षित रहिए एंड एंजॉय कशिश। ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू एंड थैंक यू सो मच कशिश ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी। एंजॉय द फिल्म्स।
Year on year, I come back to Kashish for the films that are exceptional, that transcend boundaries, cultures, contexts, and bring people together who share at least one common love, which is that of cinema. Whilst there isn't anything that can replace the experience of watching a film side by side with your fellow people, I'm really excited about this virtual edition. For one, it gives access to people who geographically would not have had access to Kashish otherwise.
Looking back, I see a startling similarity between the films that Kashish has been bringing us all along and the life that we are all leading today in today's world, stifled, incarcerated. Stories of fear, of discovery, of persecution, and of hope, of joy, of freedom. Let us see what Kashish 2020 Virtual has in store for us this year.
I have been a part of Kashish, the film festival, for over 6 years now. I had started as a volunteer back in 2014 when I was just out of college. And it's really amazing to work with Sridhar, Sagar and the entire team. It's fantastic. And every year, I have been only been learning so much from each one of us.
The theme for this year's Kashish is moving forward together, and majority of the films have been matching to the theme. And it creates an impact for the masses to become an ally to the LGBTQI community. And it gives me an immense pleasure to share with you that you're going to have a wonderful experience at Kashish 2020, this time virtually.
Hello friends. Changing times call for exploring different avenues. But as they say in showbiz, the show must go on. So this year, we bring Kashish to your screens to be enjoyed from the comforts of your own homes. And yes, we are not restricted to only one city, but we are open internationally. So here is Unmasking Kashish Virtual 2020. Hope you enjoy it in its new avatar.
Thank you so much for our preview team, who now, of course, need glasses to see anything on a screen again after watching 400 films. Well, the Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival is what it is, not only because of the festival and preview team members who work tirelessly to put it together, but also the wisdom and the advice of the advisory board members, who are eminent personalities in media, art, and communication. Dolly Thakur, Nandini Sardesai, Aruna Raje Patil, Roy Vadia, Shanaz Patel, and Meghna Ghai Puri. Here we have a few of them sharing their thoughts about the festival.
So proud to be on the advisory board of Kashish, which has been voted one of the top 5 LGBT film festivals in the world. Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival is South Asia's biggest queer film festival, and we are all set to empower mainstream audiences to LGBTQ lives. And I love every single member of the LGBT community, and I'm so glad that I am able to be with them. I don't contribute anything towards them, but the fact that they are so sensitive, they are so creative, they're so full of energy, and they're so giving. I am so proud to be a member of the LGBT community and to be on their advisory board. Thank you so much, Sridhar, for introducing me to a whole different world. I may not have had the opportunities that I've had being a member of the advisory committee and the lovely people that I have.
Hi, everyone. The Kashish Film Festival represents for me some of the values I hold dear. Freedom for one and inclusivity for another. Though the world has progressed technologically by leaps and bounds, as a civilization we find ourselves in some kind of a time warp. In many ways we seem to be regressing. Human beings still have not learned to live with each other, coexist in harmony and celebrate their differences. COVID-19 has done something worldwide that nobody could ever imagine. It has been an equalizer. All divides, all barriers of caste, creed, gender, region, religion, language, sex, haves, have-nots, educated, poor, rich, all the walls have been brought down. From the thinking, it is nature's way of saying, guys, as human beings, you're all the same. I don't differentiate. Why do you? What are you differentiating for? Kashish is one such effort through the medium of cinema to include all regardless of their sexual orientation. I would love to see the day when Kashish will not have to have the LGBTQ identity, so to say, but it would be mainstream, celebrating still their uniqueness. I appreciate the efforts of Kashish team to not drop the ball in these hard times and have the festival online. It will be a new experience, but eventually the idea is to connect, and connect we must. Thanks, enjoy the movies.
Hi, this is Roy Vadia. I'm so thrilled that this year the Kashish Film Festival will actually continue despite the pandemic. And I must say, hats off to Sridhar and the entire team for having turned this crisis, or what could have been a crisis, into actually a wonderful and pretty innovative opportunity to have the first film festival in our country completely online. So I look forward to seeing the films online. I look forward to seeing all of you online and taking part in what should be a fun-filled few days coming up very soon. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Hi, I'm Meghna Ghai Puri, President of Whistling Woods International. The film and creative arts industries are one of the most inclusive and diverse industries, as we know. And this is at the heart of our core values at Whistling Woods as well. Since its inception, Kashish has played an enormous role for the rights and acceptance of the LGBTQ+ community. We are proud of our ongoing association with Kashish Queer Film Festival. By supporting the platform, which showcases extraordinary talent, we hope to inspire future generations of filmmakers from all walks of life and from world over to share their stories through this platform. In these challenging times, Kashish's message of tolerance and love is one that we need more than ever before. I wish the festival all the very best, and I'm always there for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our advisory board members. And while, of course, the clear message from everyone is for all of us to move forward together, let's not forget to pause and reflect on those who have been with us but have left us recently. Wendell Rodrigues, India's foremost fashion designer, who's been not just an intrinsic part of Kashish, but also the entire Indian LGBTQIA+ community. Passed on recently, and here's our tribute to this legend.
I'm here to pay a tribute to Wendell Rodrigues, a very, very dear friend and one of the most amazing LGBTQ person I've ever known in my life, professionally and personally. He has been a great support to Kashish Film Festival by sponsoring and picking the winner of the Kashish poster contest every year. The poster contest has become a celebration internationally and becomes the look of the festival every year. Wendell has always been very, very involved in choosing the best image for the festival through the poster contest submissions. And personally, I've been to Wendell and Jerome's home in Goa, which has been one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. We will always miss Wendell because he was a great champion of LGBTQ rights, and he was the first gay man in India to be awarded the Padma Shri. And he always stood up for rights for LGBTQ people and also mainly trans people. He basically organized a fashion show with transgender models, and that is something amazing and shows his support for the community. We are really thankful that we knew Wendell in his lifetime and we celebrate him even today. This particular video is a small tribute to Wendell Rodrigues, a giant of a man.
I met him more than 30 years ago at a friend's party, and he was such a simple a boy who was sort of getting his education as a chef in the catering college at Shivaji Park. And from there, I didn't know when he changed and became a dress designer, but I could get snatches of what he wanted to do in life. And he was very clear that whatever he did, he would like to do it honestly, and he would like a fair deal out of life. At the same time, there was something about him that was very charming in the sense he was down to earth. He heard out everybody and did exactly what he wanted. But both of us knew that as gay men, we would have to be very, very careful in the society we are in. And finally, when he became a very well-known designer and had shifted to Goa, he started working from Goa, and one of the best things he did was he backed Kashish. You know, he was one of the greatest fans of Kashish. He put his money where his mouth is, and that's what I liked about him. And I would like this short video to be a sort of memory to remember him by, and remember that he always backed Kashish and what the values it stood for. Thank you very much.
We met 36 years ago in the Sultanate of Oman, where both of us were working. Soon after, in 1984, we introduced each other to our parents and family, and we started living together openly as a couple. First in Oman, then in the USA, in Los Angeles, then Paris, Turkey, and finally Goa. Wendell fought all his life for the LGBTQ community and supported the removal of Article 377, not by going directly to court, but by supporting all the actors which were involved in the court cases, in meeting the judges, in passing the understanding to society and to the people involved in the case. Wendell came out officially on the LGBTQ scene in India in 2007, interviewed by Pooja Bedi on Zoom TV in the presence of one IPS officer from Pune. Then in 2017, Wendell did a show for Lakme Fashion Week, where he put on the ramp the first transgender model in India. That was a boost for the LGBTQ community. To conclude, I think for this evening, Wendell was the first Indian to be awarded the Padma Shri, despite the fact that he was LGBTQ, and despite the fact that Section 377 was still not removed from the penal code.
Wendell, I cannot believe that I'm doing a tribute to you. I mean, the tributes are paid to you all the time, but to think that you're not with us, that I can't sit with you face to face and tell you how much we love you, how much you've contributed to our lives. The last time that we were together was for Jeannie Naroji's Lifetime Achievement Award that my lovely organization gave her. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so much richer having known you. Love you always, Wendell.
Those who know Wendell will know him as an extremely generous person. And he was there for everyone. If you reached out to him, he would go out of his way to help you. So many people have told me that they've, just randomly sent him a message on Instagram. And he's actually responded to them. I remember there was this one guy in Goa, a Catholic boy who was very afraid of coming out to his conservative mother. And I remember Wendell sitting with him and saying, and he wanted nothing from these people. He just wanted to give, And he turned around and said to him, he said, call your mother, tell her that Wendell Rodrigues wants to talk to you. Tell her that, I'll come to your house and I'll talk to her. And I'll tell her how wonderful it is, and how safe it is and how normal it is. And, and he was genuinely there for this boy at the end of a phone to talk to his mother. And the boy came out and, he's been out since. And I mean, he did that for a lot of people. He really supported Kashish. He was very proud of the way the festival's grown. There was an award that he, had instituted at Kashish. And, just the way he lived his life, he was out of the closet. He was a Padma Shri. He was this big-time celebrity, but he was with his partner for 37 years. He's left a lot for, people of this world and especially our community to take inspiration from. Wendell Rodrigues is forever.
Well, if you have tears in your eyes at this point, I don't blame you. Thank you so much, Wendell. And I know that you're looking down on us, smiling and proud that we've kept the spirit of Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival burning brighter and stronger than ever. We will always miss you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our second performance of the evening. Coming up next is someone very, very special. She made her first public appearance at the Amsterdam Pride in 2009 and has ever since been a strong advocate for visibility and solidarity and is at the forefront of the European drag community. In fact, she has a fabulous documentary based on her life, which will be screened during this very film festival. Presenting the one and only, the supremely talented Lady Galore from the Netherlands.
Why do we always feel like we need to try? Why do we believe that we need to be somebody else to feel alive? Why do we keep making the same mistakes and believing that it won't make a difference if we try to break away? I know what you must be thinking, but we are powerless to change things. But don't give up, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love. I won't throw my hands up to surrender, 'cause love is stronger than fire. So don't it's just a waste of time when we're always fighting over material or trivial things in this life. Yeah, I don't understand why we don't get it right. Why do we keep going round and round at the end of the day? We've only got ourselves to blame. Now, I know what you must be thinking, that we are powerless to change things, but don't give up, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love. Yeah, I won't throw my hands up to surrender, 'cause love is stronger than fire. So don't give up, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love. 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 I know what you must be thinking. We are powerless to change things, but don't give up, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love. I won't throw my hands up to surrender, 'cause love is stronger than fire. So don't give up, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love, 'cause we got love. We got love.
Well, I'm actually tired. Can you be tired just watching a performance? That much energy, Lady Galore. Thank you so much for that amazing performance. Well, if you're wondering, how do we make this festival happen year on year? Where do we get the resources from? Like every year, we have several award partners who collectively come together and offer up a total cash prize of almost 2 lakh rupees to the 52 films in competition. These award partners have been with us for several years. Whistling Woods International, KF Patel Charitable Trust, Vadia Movie Tone, Wendell Roderick Studio, Gold Studios, Abhay Kulkarni, and Lotus Visual Productions. While of course we will hear from the other partners at the closing ceremony, right now we have with us Neeraj from Lotus Visual Productions sharing his thoughts all the way from London.
Congratulations to Kashish on its digital edition of the festival. Thank you for keeping this festival going even during global pandemic. We at Team Lotus Visual are delighted to continue our partnership with the festival through our Q Drishti grant. This year, the grant will award a sum of 2 lakh rupees to the award-winning script to produce their next short film. Thank you to all the filmmakers and the viewers for tuning into this festival from all parts of the world. I hope to see you all in person during the next year's edition of this festival. Till then, be safe and take care. Here is Neeraj signing out for Lotus Visual. Bye now.
Teri gali mein, gali mein. Well, in case you're just tuning in, Bantais, welcome to the 11th Kashish Film Festival. You're right in time for our third performance by two self-admitted brats from Mumbai's gullies. They're two backbenchers who've known each other since junior college and connected over their passion for dance. Karan serves happiness beyond the rainbows, and Ayu tells these stories through his lens. Together, they are an inimitable duo who encourage you to look behind the facades. After all, we're all stars wrapped in skin. Take it away, guys.
मालूम है ना ए दूर रहो एक दूसरे से तैयार है कि नहीं पब्लिक? घर बैठे बैठे मचाओ, बाहर मत जाओ, गाने सुनो, सैनिटाइजर लगाओ और सुनो।
तेरे शूटरों का खास मेरे गली में, पूरे शहर की आवाज मेरे गली में, प्रेयर किया नमाज मेरे गली में, मापे गाली तो चमक मेरे गली में, अब पुलिस आई लगी वाट मेरे गली में, एक नंबर सारी बात मेरे गली में। अच्छा वो निकली तेरे गली से, पर अब वो मेरे गली में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, तेरे शूटरों का खास मेरे गली में, और पूरे शहर की आवाज मेरे गली में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, और पुलिस आई लगी बात मेरे गली में, एक नंबर सारी बात मेरे गली में।
देखो तो इधर मेरे गली में है घर छोटे छोटे, लेकिन जरा देखो दिल में है जगह बेशुमार, दे पुकार कभी भी गली से मदद देने को तैयार। गरीबी चलेंगे लेकिन परे भी करेंगे नहीं, जले भी तलेंगे लेकिन पटेली रुकेगी नहीं, जहाँ भी चलेंगे बोले हटेला झुकेगा नहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि हटेला है मेरी गली का तरीका, सलीका सिखेला है। रोशन है चौकट ये अवली बवाल, ये रौनक के बॉम्बे की चौली कमाल, ये सोबत बहुत ही मोहब्बत वाली, ये दौलत शौहरत जाके कमाल, वो बंटा बच्ची बोमाए ग्रेट पकड़े पटरी पर, बच्ची वच्ची फंसाए खिटपिट करवे मर्जी पर, छपरे चढ़वे छपरी देवे इसकी टोपी उसके सर, आड़ी करवे जो भी चेपम चापी उसकी पसली पर।
ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, एक नंबर सारी बात मेरे गली में, मस्ती है खली वाली चलता में जबी जबी, गेरे मनी मनी सब कुछ नवी नवी, छोकरी साथ तेरे झड़ती मुझे घड़ी घड़ी, करते कुछ नहीं बातें सिर्फ बड़ी बड़ी, बिछा दूं पत्ते तेरे खिलता नहीं रमी ममी, मैं और आप साथ गाने में कोई कमी नहीं, गसर गली जौंड चली दम लगी लगी, हाथ घूमी साट लगे भागे मम्मी मम्मी। मुश्किल नाम की लड़की है जिसपे मौसी भड़की है, दूसरी लड़की कड़की है जिसपे सबकी हटती है, तीसरी हम पे मरती है, खुशी सब समझती है, चोर मेरे गली में वो तो साला मंत्री है, रोल मेरे गली में एक से एक खतरी है, झोल मेरे गली में पूरा करके वट लिए, पुलिस आई गली में मेरे शूटर सारे वट लिए। ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, तेरे शूटरों का खास मेरे गली में, और पूरे शहर की आवाज मेरे गली में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, ओ मेरे गली में, गली 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 में, और पुलिस आई लगी बात मेरे गली में, एक नंबर सारी बात मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, तेरे शूटरों का खास मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, पुलिस आई लगी बात मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, गली गली में, तेरे शूटरों का खास मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में, गली गली में, एक नंबर सारी बात मेरे गली में, मेरे गली में।
Give it up for my hip-hopping stars, Karan and Ayu. In case you just joined in, of course, this is Kashish Virtual 2020. It is opening night, and of course, my name is Rohini. A big shout out to people jinke bagair we could have not put up this festival. Of course, for our venture partners, who I'd like to thank at this point, Consulate General of Canada and Bureau de Quebec à Mumbai, who've been consistently supporting us.
Hello, bonjour, namaste. My name is Annie Dubé, and I'm the Consul General of Canada in Mumbai. Canada is proud to support the Kashish Mumbai Queer International Film Festival for the 7th consecutive year. As we celebrate Pride virtually, we bring you a series of Canadian films, including an intriguing conversation, The Sporting Divide. Even though we're not under one roof this year, we are definitely together apart. I wish you a great Kashish 2020 virtual, and I'm very much looking forward to reconnecting with all of you in person. Thank you. Merci. Dhanyavad.
Hello, everyone. My name is Francis Paradis. I'm the director of the Quebec Government Office in Mumbai. It's a great pleasure to be here with you in Quebec City in front of the Chateau Frontenac for the 2020 Kashish Festival. As you know, Quebec is the only French-speaking state in North America, has played a pioneering role in the fight against discrimination based on sexual orientation, identity, and gender expression. Through its action and its network of 33 representation in 80 countries around the world, it ensures the promotion of respect of human rights and the defense of equality and diversity on the international scene. We take advantage of each forum, like the Kashish Festival in Mumbai, to discuss this important issue, share our expertise, and transmit our values in terms of human rights and freedoms, including those of LGBTQ people. Since 2017, Quebec has implemented a plan to combat homophobia and transphobia, which, among other things, promotes the advancement of the rights of LGBTQ people abroad. And in its international vision, Quebec, proud and doing business around the world, published in 2019, we reiterate our commitment to protect and defend these rights. It is written in this vision that Quebec will forge alliances with the objective of seeing the emergence of advances on this issue of the rights and freedoms of LGBTQ people. This is what we want to do with you by supporting the Kashish Festival 2020. And you had the opportunity to view some short Quebec film. I would end by congratulating the organizers. You have taken a brave step to organize this festival online in spite of all the odds that the world is facing today. It is the most apt method to encourage talent and continues to give the right platform to the LGBT community. And all the viewers, bon festival, enjoy the festival. See you in Mumbai soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Our festival wouldn't have been possible without the support of several of our industry partners who've supported us with diverse resources like films, panel discussions, and more. Geomami Mumbai Film Festival, Institute Française, the Film Collaborative, Image Plus Nation Film Festival, M Appeal, Arsenal, and many more. We're also thankful to our community partners, the QNIT and Gay Indian Network. So what are you guys waiting for? You can still register to attend Kashish 2020 virtual and watch 157 LGBTQIA+ films from over 42 countries. 60% of the income from registrations, after deducting platform expenses, of course, will be donated to an Indian LGBTQIA organization who is working selflessly for the welfare of the community during these trying times. So hey, not just register, watch some fabulous films, and also contribute for a great cause towards the community. And now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. Please join me from wherever you are to celebrate a pure voice, a soul who believes in the power of music for change. And oh my God, I'm a huge, huge fan. They're actually India's first performers to have done a balcony performance as a tribute to Corona warriors across the nation. Known for breaking stereotypes and busting myths, I'm talking about the one and only violin virtuoso, Sunita Bhuyan. Sunita, over to you.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure and privilege to be part of the Kashish Film Festival. And what better way than to celebrate via the universal 7 notes. Each note with its own identity, but each one with a different sound, which creates the melody and the harmony of an orchestra. Thank you, Sridhar. Thank you, Rohini, for the warm invitation. We are recording from our homes during the lockdown, and I have with me Ranojit Bhuyan, my son who's going to accompany me on the piano. We'd like to start with a tribute to our country for all that India has done, and most importantly, the people who have been working on the front line. Doctors, medical professionals, government officials, police, sanitation workers, so that all of us can be at home and do what we like doing. Vande Mataram. a folk fusion of Assamese folk, my own home state, and Scottish folk. Like love is universal, humanity is universal, music is universal too. The 7 different notes, each with a different sound, create the symphony and the orchestra. So music is a great lesson of diversity and inclusion, where all entities work together to create one humanity. This is a song from the banks of the Brahmaputra, and the girl is saying, my body is swaying towards the river, and like all men, the boy thinks she's swaying towards him. And he says, Noi kahuria senai khabolo yunu jure nohoinu pete bhoran. I'm a very small farm on the banks of the river. I don't have enough to take you home. A very sad story, but it's the love story. And then the couple together migrate to foreign land. There they see that the Scottish reel and the Assamese bihu have the same structure with different beats. 1, 2, 3. With a live audience, they would say, Bulu hoy. Oi, Louis, tar bari te bani ko khele te bari sanda dekhe lo tu. Bulu hoy. Atum tu kari koi ghar mein aani lu. Oi, yare kari ne tu kaise len ma bolu. Pani ka sore. Salon se len ma bolu. Iti ka piloga. Salon se len ma bolu. Chachi na nirmola. Chachi na nirmola. Money. And the couple migrate to foreign land, and the Scottish reel sets in 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Thanks to you, Kashish. Thanks to the Kashish Festival. Thanks to all of you for joining us this evening. Thank you, Sridhar and team, for putting together this wonderful event every year. Ranajit and I would like to sign off. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye for now.
Oh my God, that was such a beautiful performance. Thank you so much once again, Sunita and her son Ronajit, for joining us at Kashish Virtual 2020. Guys, this is just opening night. Don't forget, over the next few days, you get to watch 157 films from 42 countries at Kashish Virtual 2020. So if you haven't registered yet, please do so immediately. Be part of the festival. Watch these amazing films. There's a load of panel discussions as well. Some really interesting chats that we put together for you. And if you want to support the LGBTQIA+ community, there is no better way than supporting Kashish Virtual 2020. This is me, Rohini, signing out. Take care, ciao, and I'll be back with my mask at the closing ceremony.